Bakit mo nilaktawan yung 2022? Patay tayo dyan, NBI Director. Ang aga mo mabukulan. Eto, maganda audio nito. Di katulad ng mga lumalabas sa ano. Eto, pasok.
To provide relevant information on the investigation being conducted by this Bureau in relation to the deputation to conduct background investigation and verification from the Office of the Ombudsman on the joint affidavit dated 23 February 2026 of Bernard Tube et al. So it appears on your authority from the Ombudsman that you just want to ascertain the identity of the affiance.
Ano background?
But tell us if you want to go beyond your PPP-sation. Just let us know.
Of course na ako, ano. But yung background investigation and verification will also be beyond near name and oh, of course. So we will have questions for them pertaining to their
So you are no longer limited on the ascertainment of the identity of the 18, but you would want to dwell on matters raised in their sworn.
Papaliwanag natin kung ano nangyayari dito ha. Isa-isayin natin ha. Dito nagsasalita si Attorney Baligod na sinasabi niya na itong subpina ninyo ay subpina lamang to identify kung tama ba yung tao, na ito ba talaga siya ba talaga yon. Para bagang ganito yan eh. Meron yan sa korte na sasabihin mo yung arraignment, parang ganon. Meron yan, pero sa korte yun yung arraignment. Parang sasabihin mo, opo, ako po yung inaakusahan na yan. O, opo, ako po yung nag-aakusa. Parang ganon. Dito, yun yung subpina. Para ma-identify lang, siguradong ito bang mga pangalan na kasi remember, ang effort nagsimula kay Atty. Baligod hindi po sila pinatawag basta-basta. Ang nangyari, nag-submit sila ng affidavit nila sa ombudsman. Ang ombudsman, inutusan ito, mga NBI, dineputize sila. Yun yung tinatawag na deputize. Inutusan sila na this time, nakasulat sa subpoena, identify yung mga tao na ito. At siguraduhin ba na sila talaga yung nag-submit nito at sinabi nilang sinumpaang salaysay ay akin, bla bla bla, ganito at ako po ay nangangakong lahat ng sinabi ko ay katotohanan. Parang ganon, yun yung hinihingi lang. Yun lang yung laman ng subpina o yung, kasi iba't natatakot ka sa subpina. Hindi, ibig sabihin ng subpina is pinatawag ka. Hindi naman ibig sabihin nun inakusahan ka na. So pinatawag ka para sabihin mo, ikaw ba itong nag-submit? Kunwari, ikaw ba J. Guevara o ikaw ba Jack, Sir Jack ang nag-submit nito? Affidavit na ito? Yes, Your Honor. Parang ganon. Yun lang dapat. Okay? Yun lang dapat. Okay? Ngayon, merong gustong mangyari itong mga NBI natin. Ano ba ito?
Statement.
Definitely fine.
So that's your direction.
You will be limited to that only. We will be limited to the sworn affidavit submitted before the ombudsman.
Yes, that's my...
Will be allowing us to do that?
objection to the
No. Ang wali namin is your authority as deputy of the ombudsman. Right? Nasa inyo. But if you want to dwell beyond the identity of the affiance, then let us know.
Yeah, we are doing now.
Diba? Because if you want to interrogate them with respect to their affidavit, I am on the single lawyer for the 18, and you will now dwell on their constitutional right to be assisted by counsel of their choice.
So dito, ang sinasabi ni Attorney NBI ma'am, yung babae, sabi niya, we will just be limited doon sa affidavit na pinasa ninyo. Ang sinasabi naman ni Attorney Baligod, hindi na yan sakop no subpina ninyo. Yan po ay interrogation na. Para bagang ini-interrogate nyo na, tinatanong nyo na isa-isa kung ano yung laman, tama ba to? At ang gustong mangyari ng NBI ay isa-isa. Hindi yun ang laman ng subpina. yung pagpapatawag. Kasi sabi nga ni attorney dito, kung yung pala ang laman, di sana nagdala kami ng mga ebidensya namin. Kasi ang mangyayari, bakit ba niya inaano to pinipilit? Bakit sinasabi na ba, natatakot ba si attorney na mabuking, na magkakaiba sila ng statement? Hindi ho natatakot. Ang tawag po kasi dyan, legal process. Kailangan lahat documented. Hindi pa pwedeng basta ka na lang magtatanong sa isang tao, sa kliyente, nang hindi tama yung papel na ipinasa mo. Hindi nga yan warrant eh. Hindi rin yan kung ano-ano man. Yan po ay para lang i-identify na kung kayo ba talaga ang pumirma dito. Yun lang dapat. Hindi na yung content noong... kasi nga, remember, ang dapat gumawa nun, ombudsman. Bakit? Kasi sa ombudsman pinasa. Etong dineputize na NBI, sila ay nag-iimbestiga lang. Hindi ho sila talaga yung mismong supposedly tatayong parang piskal. Kasi ombudsman parang piskal eh. Ang korte yung sandigang bayan. Naintindihan na natin, hindi ang ombudsman ang korte. Sandigang bayan ang korte. So ombudsman ang parang piskal. Para bagang ganito. Nag-submit ako ng reklamo sa piskal. Ang sabi ng piskal, dun sa nag-i-implement, yung security guard. In this particular case, hindi ko sinasabi security guard lang itong mga NBI. Dun sa security guard. Kasi nga, siya yung nagpapasa, siya yung sabi, pakitanungin mo na nga to, ito, tanungin nyo to. Di ba? Naintindihan nyo ibig sabihin, hindi ho trabaho ng NBI na mag-interrogate. Unless there is a crime that happened, o merong reklamong crime. Remember, these are witnesses. These are people na sila ang nag-akusa. So bakit parang ang dating sila ang i-interrogate? Yun yung punto dito.
But just to be clear, no, they are not suspected of committing an offense, no? So hindi po ito custodial investigation. Let me repeat that this is not a custodial investigation. But just the same, if you want to be present when your clients are interviewed, we are not invited to do so.
Yes, because that is the source of our confusion, sir, no? Because no less than the head of your office is ubiquitous in media, already saying that 4 of the people are not in fact Marines, 8 of them were not in fact employed by Saldico, and he even said a lot. Excuse me, Padre. Let me just point this out. Okay, these are the pervasive assertions of the NBI director. 14 Marines, there are only 14 Marines. The rest are not. That's his allegation already. And he is citing intelligence information given to NIR. He also said there was a general belonging to class 75 of PMA.
Ito ang problema talaga eh. Kaya alam mo, ako NBI director, kung ako sa'yo, wag ka munang magbigay ng statement. Diba? Kasi diyan napahamak si Boying Remulla. Yung lagi niyang pinangungunahan. Remember, hindi po kayo mga husgado. Kayo po ay mga investigador. Kaya nga National Bureau of Investigation. You only investigate. Let the court do the conclusion. Alam mo, kaya nga nakakatuwa yung dating NBI director na hindi siya nanghuhusga. Siya lang ay nagtatanong, nag-iimbestiga. Dapat kasi ganun. Parang yung sa DOJ dati, dapat hayaan mo muna yung mga akusasyon, hayaan mo muna yung complainant, hayaan mo muna yung defense, tapos saka ka magbigay ng iyong statement o judgment na parang, okay, we think that there is a probable cause, blah, 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 ganyan. Hindi mo pa nga nakikita, ginudge mo na kaagad. Diba? Hindi mo pa nakakausap, ginudge mo dito nga, dapat nga, hindi kayo humuhusga mawalang galang na po kay Sir, NBI Director. Ginagalang ko po ito, mabait daw na tao ito. Kaya lang, baka naman pwedeng, wag nyo muna kayo magbibigay ng statement kasi lalo na didiskaril yung investigasyon. Dito, obvious na yung mga statement. Kaya nga, sa totoo lang, feeling ko yung mga NBI napapailing na lang eh. Parang, kasi naman yung director namin, ang daldal eh. Kesa na parang lumabas na professional sila, parang lumalabas political na, hindi na professional. Kasi tama nga naman, sabi ni attorney, yung boss nyo nga, ginudge na yung mga kliyente ko. Paano pa ako magtitiwala sa inyo kung iisa-isahin yung interrogate yan? Di ba?
Who recruited this 18 and they were only employed for 2 years. But we are ready to prove that one of them had been working with Zaldico for 9 years, a lot of them for 7 years, 5 years, 3 years, no? And then he even implied something venal or something corrupt on this 18. He said, these 18 have executed their affidavit because of economic reasons. Na wala daw silang trabaho at wala silang kita, hirap sa buhay. Next, may sinabi pa siya na we verified the flight detail of airtaxi.ph, and according to the certification given to us, there was no flight to Ilocos Norte between 2023 to 2025. But the affidavit says it was in 2022. Why did he skip the 2022?
Grabe, booking siya dyan. May video tayo niyan. Nasa affidavit daw nila, 2022 nag-deliver. Tapos, meron si NBI Director Matibag na sinasabi na tinawagan nga namin yung air taxi at nagbigay sila ng dokumento at sinasabing 2023 to 2025 wala namang lumipad sa kanila. Bilang ako, dati ako nagnanilbihan dyan sa ganyan, gayaan. At sinabi niyang, diyan pa lang tila nagkaroon ng discrepancy. O sa Tagalog, malamang nagsisinungaling. That's in my interpretation. But, doon pa lang, sabi nga ni attorney, Baligod, sandali, chutumate ko dasay. Ano ito eh? Ang sinabi namin 2022, bakit sinabi mo 2023 to 2025? Bakit mo nilaktawan yung 2022? Patay tayo dyan, NBI Director. Ang aga mo mabukulan. Naku, delikado yan. Sa totoo lang, sir, wag ho kayong kasi I understand that you were appointed by the President. And you serve, ano ba yun? Pleasure of the President. How pleasure it is. Diba? You are appointee by Marcos. But remember, 2 years na lang. Don't bet your entire career. Be professional. Yan lang naman sa akin, sir. Be professional. Dahil 2 years na lang ang iyong presidente. Naku po. Kung ganyan ang iyong asta, baka delikado yan sa'yo. Hindi, hindi naman ako nanghuhusga. Pero, syempre, after nyan, sira na yung reputasyon mo. Di ba? Sira na.
So, I think the director, and I'm sure you will follow what the director is saying, because I know Attorney Raimundo that you are very close to the new director. Okay? Sir, no. Let me just finish. No? So my concern as a party involved here is that you subpoenaed us to ascertain the identity of the 18. Now you are telling us you want to go beyond the identity of the affiants. So, under what authority are you trying to do that? Because you are limited by the deputation by the Ombudsman. And if you want to get into the details, the Ombudsman already sent me a letter requiring us to perform a positive act of supplying additional information, etc., etc.
Yun nga ang problema dyan ladies and gentlemen, di ba? Yung ombudsman nag-iimbestiga na. As a matter of fact, sabi nga dito, humihingi na ng mga additional evidence sa kanila. Gumagalaw ang ombudsman. Ang hindi ko maintindihan, bakit pa kailangang ipatawag ng NBI? Ito ba ay tamang proseso? Hindi eh. Kasi magkakaroon ng dobleng panghuhusga. Sa totoo lang, ang maaari nga nating maisip dyan at iniisip ng taong bayan ay baka naman ito'y simpleng pananakot. Tama, mali. Pananakot dito sa mga taong nagbubulgar ng katotohanan. Bakit kailangan imbestigahan? Kasi lagi nilang ginagawa, papatawag ka ng NBI, naku, lagot ka. Gago! Sana po, wag tayong ganun, mga sir, mga ma'am. Kasi professional po ang NBI. Ako, ang taas talaga ng galang ko sa NBI. Pagka nagkakabulilyaso ang mga kapulisan, pasensya na po sa ilang kapulisan natin kasi marami rin naman talagang lokong pulis eh. NBI ang ating tinatakbuhan dahil sila mga professional na mga abogado. Aside from natatakot sila na maano ang kanilang trabaho, natatakot din yung mga yan madisbar dahil pinaghirapan mo maging abogado tas masisira ka lang dahil lang sa political puppet ka ng isang politiko. Di ba? Kaya ang taas ng galang ko dito sa mga ito eh. Pero kung ganito naman ang mangyayari, abay, parang lokohan na ho ito kung gayon.
So, my worry now is, Ombudsman will conduct a factual investigation. NBI will also conduct its own factual investigation that is beyond the deputation of Ombudsman. And you know that the law fronts on two agencies investigating the same factual issue because of the danger of two agencies coming out with different results. That is what the law prohibits. So that's why, with due respect, sir, Attorney Raimundo and ma'am, no, let us limit our exercise now to conform with your subpoena. But if you want to dwell further, send us the proper subpoena so that we can also bring the affidavit, the pictures or videos attached to that affidavit, and some other evidence that you may require. But for now, I'm afraid that we cannot provide any answer to you that is beyond the identity of the 18. Thank you po. Thank you.
Are you finished, sir? Excuse me, just respond briefly, you know. Ma'am, may I just make a manifestation so you can respond to both of us at the same time?
Go ahead.
Attorney Rayundo, we are here lest anyone think that we have something to hide. That's why we are refusing. Let me give you the context. We are here out of respect to the National Bureau of Investigation as an institution.
Thank you, sir.
Nanggaling din po ako rito, the NBI is composed of men and women of high professionalism, integrity, and probity. However, due to political appointments at the very top, nawe-weaponize at nami-misemploy ang powers ng NBI, which is a highly revered institution. Ngayon ko lang nalaman kay Attorney Baligod na meron na palang subpoena o letter na inaanyayahan itong 18 na imbestigahan doon. This reinforces my belief na itong subpoena na ito at yung subpoena roon, dala-dalawa. Kayo, deputize sila, yung main source of the power. I intended to harass and intimidate not only the 18 but my client and the other persons involved here as well. The fact that you are even telling us that they are going to be interrogated one by one in a room is already abuse, because the limits of your power are only within the four corners of your deputization, as Attorney Levy correctly stated, ascertain the background. Now, if you want to ask my client here about his background, and I believe his background is very well known, you ask him now. We will not consent to any one-on-one. That those are
tactics that everyone knows are intended to intimidate and scare witnesses. We will not consent to that, custodial interrogation or not, because if you want to question him one-on-one, that's already custodial interrogation in anything but name.
Yawn.
Huwag na tayong maglukuhan, Panyero.
Panyero!
Tinatakot nila kami. They question nila, you're here. We are not. He's
Kaiba pala ito si Topacio. Short but terrible, ah. Palaban.
here now. You ask him. Tapos.
Okay na, Day. All right. Thank you. See, let's respond to that. First off, let me just say na first of all, thank you for recognizing the integrity of the men and women in the NBI. So, you have our oath as lawyers and law enforcers that we are impartial. This is a fact-finding investigation. We will go where the evidence leads. All right?
Nalilito namin yun eh.
Wag ganon! Grabe ito si Atty. Topacio. May side comment pa eh. Narinig na namin yan eh. Ikaw naman, sir, attorney.
So, I just objected to the use of the word interrogation. As I said earlier, hindi po ito interrogation. The individuals subpoenaed today are not suspected of committing any offense. They are subpoenaed as witnesses. And so what we will do is an interview. Okay? Now, we are interviewing them individually for efficiency, to save time. But of course, if Attorney Baligod so chooses, he can accompany the interviewees one by one. We'll just have to schedule it today. But let me just reiterate that, that we are impartial here. We're just following where the evidence will be. Okay? So, about the deputization from the Ombudsman, siguro we would just disagree with your assertion na it's limited to simply the identity of the subpoenaed individuals. Hindi po, so the background investigation and verification includes the contents of the judicial affidavit, and other matters. So the NBI has plenary powers to investigate. We've been deputized by the Ombudsman to investigate, and we will do just that. But if you're telling us that you're objecting to answering questions that pertain to the contents of the judicial affidavit, and other matters, then that's noted po. But if it's still okay with you, we'll still proceed with the interview. And then if there are any questions given during the individual interviews that you object to, then you can say so.
Overbroad. Sige, that's my point, sir,
Naglolo ang diary ito.
Nako po, umirit pa si...
It says Eurotories to conduct background investigation and verification. So whose background are you trying to investigate? Isn't it that the affiant's background is the subject of the subpoena? Because you cannot conduct a background investigation on the facts alleged in the affidavit. It's just a wrong choice of word, if I may. No, but we are willing to answer your questions. No problem with that, sir. But as I said, I am also, as a lawyer, who believes in the integrity of the institutions that we must protect. What happens now if you will have your own factual report and Ombudsman will also have its factual report?
We will submit our factual report to the Ombudsman.
Exactly, sir. So why this duplicity in the
Yan.
exercise when Ombudsman itself also will conduct its own factual investigation?
Sir, you're questioning the wisdom of the Ombudsman there, He had just final orders here. He instructed to conduct these interviews. That's what
I think it's too far a conclusion that I am questioning the wisdom of the Ombudsman. What I'm just saying is you sent us a subpoena and we complied with your subpoena. We appeared here believing that the purpose of the subpoena is to conduct background investigation. Had you informed us that you will dwell beyond the identity of the affiants, then you could have prepared also. Because I'm sure you will be asking, number one,
Where did these photos came from? Who took the photos? Where is the original of these photos stored in your computer equipment, right? Those will be your logical questions. Number two, who recruited you to execute your affidavit?
Do you want to answer, Yarno?
Okay? Yeah, we are ready. Now, number three, you would want to say, is there anybody, or were you paid to execute this affidavit? Those will be your questions, eh? Diba? Who is now providing for your food, for your security, etc. Since when were you employed with Zandico? Who is this general belonging to Class 75 that director had been saying recruited you? We are ready to answer all of those. Ma'am, with your suspect.
What do you suggest so we can proceed to the sworn?
The good questions. Maybe you can answer now.
Yes, I can. If you want.
What can you suggest? Attorney, kanina na pa po niya sinasabi. Sasagot lang sila nung kanilang sinulat nyo sa subpoena. Identify lang yung mga tao at sasabihin lang nila na kami po ang gumawa niyan at sumumpa. Yun po yung sinasabi nila, attorney. Wala pong iba.
But what you suggest, ma'am?
What do you suggest, sir? So at least we can come to an agreement.
Yes, you send us another subpoena so that, you know, you will be asking where is the original of this picture. They don't have it with them because they were not told to bring it with them.
Alam mo kung bakit delikado yan? Kasi nga, kunwari tinanong, ito yung pumunta na siya sa details ng affidavit. Tingnan ninyo mangyayari. Tatanungin ng investigador. Halimbawa, inisa-isa ni sila. Asan yung, itong nga sa affidavit mo, may picture ka ni ganito, ni ganire, ganyan. Asan yung ganito? Di ba? Sino yung pinagdalhan nyo? Ano bang karagdagang ebidensya mo? Wala ka ngayon masagot. Bakit? Hindi ka prepared eh. Hindi naman yan ang dahilan kung bakit kayo pumunta eh. Hindi ka prepared. Tapos sasabihin ng NBI, hindi po nakasagot ang mga dating sundalo. Di ba? Sasabihin nilang ganon. Anong lalabas dun? Ay, tingnan mo na, wala pala silang ebidensya, wala palang napresentang ebidensya, o kaya naman sasabihin, walang ebidensyang ibinigay ang mga dating sundalo o security aid ni Zaldico. Ay, wala sila. Di ba? Alam mo yung magiging perception ng tao? Kaya nga ang sinasabi ni Atty. Baligo dito, sandali, meron ng investigasyon at meron naka-file na ito sa ombudsman, bakit may doble investigasyon pa? Sana kung ang sinabi ng ombudsman, we refer everything to the NBI. And where medyo hindi naman sa sa kini-question natin yung NBI, pero parang wala ata po sa sa pangkaraniwang proseso. 'Di ba? Dapat kung merong investigasyon, imbestigahan, ipasubmit yung mga additional requirement which is ginawa ng ombudsman, bakit inuulit pa ng NBI? So what's the agenda of the NBI? Again, we're not blaming the NBI lawyers that were present at that time. Kasi again, sila po ay inutusan lamang ng kanilang NBI director. The point here is medyo dumodoble-doble na yung ginagawa. At anong purpose? Yun lang naman yun eh. Anong purpose? At di ba kung maalala ninyo, tinanong natin si Atty. Baligo tungkol dyan. Anong sagot niya? Kasi in presenting evidence, you have to be strategic. That's how to do it in court. So magtatanong at biglang ilalabas yung alam na yung sagot pero lalabas bigla. Ngayon, malalaman mo pag nagsisinungaling yung mga inakusahan. Kaya hindi pa pwedeng i-discuss agad-agad lahat-lahat yung ebidensya. Kailangan umabot ng korte. Ang problema dito, tila, ewan ko kung ito ba ay masasabi nating dinidribble o para magkaroon ng maling perception ang mga Pilipino na ay hindi prepared ito mga ito. Di ba?
Yeah, Nick, if all this issue now is subpoena, just because we issue the subpoenas for today, does not mean we're breaking different issue now in the future.
Exactly. So we can rin, for now, we can establish their identity.
The director is saying 4 of them are not Marines.
Are you ready with their identity documents, sir?
Yes, even their serial number.
Alright.
Oh, so
That's good.
yes, ma'am. So identity first, and then if you want to go further, send us a PINA so we can also be prepared to respond to your questions intelligently and promptly. Di ba? Kasi pag mag-question kayo ngayon, asan yung original nito? Well, hindi nyo
Sir, what do you exactly suggest so we can come to that agreement?
Okay, ma'am.
The
One.
wordings, exactly. If you want, we can work it out.
So ayan no, yun napakalinaw na pangyayari. At tingnan ninyo ha, papakita ko pa rin ho sa inyo ito.
Your thoughts in today's
Mamaya na lang.
coming here. Yung ano na po, initial thoughts lang po, ano ko kayo?
We are ready to cooperate and provide whatever information they need. But I look at the subpoena and it appears that what NBI wants to know is the background of the 18. So we will provide all the informations. Kasi may sinasabi si Director na 8 daw hindi Marines or 4, no? So we will provide their serial numbers, no? Ang sabi, yung 8 daw ay hindi empleyado ni Saldico. So we will provide their identification cards signed by Saldico na empleyado sila. No? So mamaya kung ano yung mangyayari, i-feed namin sa inyo.
Yung 4 daw sir na hindi naman daw po Marines, kundi driver, bodyguard lang po.
Hindi, lahat ng 18 na ito, as we said, 16 were former Marines, 2 were former Philippine Army.
Sir,
Maliwanag naman yun sa affidavit.
ready din po mag-file ng separate na salaysay.
Maliwanag po yun ha, 16 and 2 Army. Hindi ho Marines yung ano, kaya mali yung 18 ex-Marines ha. So 16 yung Marines at 2 yung Army. Ngayon, may serial number daw po yan, lahat. Hindi ko nga maintindihan kung bakit patuloy na idinideny dito ng mga AFP at actually isang beses lang naman nagbigay ng statement ng AFP noon. Although sabi nga ni Attorney Baligod nakalagay lang doon is ano parang further investigation pero kinunclude ka agad. Hindi ko alam kung napag-utusan na i-conclude ka agad. Pangalawa, hindi ko alam kung saan nakukuha ni Director yung sinasabi niya. Mas magaling pa siya sa mga dating ex-Marines. Hindi ko alam ha. Ako nagtatanong lang naman.
Ay, itong 18 kasi yung sa isang affidavit lang po, parang kine-question yun eh.
Alam nyo, kaya nga may tinatawag tayong joint affidavit. Kasi kung may common knowledge, pwedeng pagsamahin. Diba? Kaya pag makikita nyo, yung unang portion ng affidavit, ang ginagamit naming pronoun doon ay kami. Kasi lahat sila empleyado. Pero pagkadating doon sa mga nag-deliver, nakalagay naman specific doon. Kami, Tube, etc. So, specific yun. No?
Yung 18 ex-Marines today, pupunta. Okay.
So yung sinasabi po na connected daw po si Tony Pascual sa inyo po offer. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, correct. Because I am their off-counsel. No? Ang off-counsel, it means kung may mga cases sila that they need some support or help, I help them out. And also, I farm out cases kasi nag-unwind lang ako sa law practice ko eh. So I farm out cases to several lawyers.
Sir, yung thoughts nila lang na may mga tao nagsasabi na dapat take the grain of salt yung sinasabi ng people Marines. Pero sa inyong paniwala, you're convinced na totoo yung kanilang mga pahayag.
Yes, they don't have anything to profit from accusing people of in high position ng kasinungalingan. No? Isipin mo, ordinaryo lang itong mga sundalo na mamamayan and they are accusing people in the highest places of government.
Okay, sagutin niyo yung tumatawa.
Mahirap yun, di ba?
Sir, pero wala namang issue na nabayaran daw itong mga ex-Marines, sir.
Ako po, yung nagsasabi sa inyo na nabayaran, sila ang tanungin nyo.
Yun! Yun! Gago! Hirit, simpleng hirit ni attorney. Yung nabayaran, yun ang itanongin ninyo. Yung nagsasabing nabayaran. Yun ang gusto ko kay attorney. Simpleng hirit pero rock, di ba? Kasi tama yun eh. Ewan ko